Hello, friends. Welcome to the Elite English Podcast, your friendly spot for learning real English, slowly, clearly, and with a lot of heart. I'm Jackson, your host, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. This podcast is all about helping you grow your English skills while hearing stories that feel like a chat over coffee. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's dive into something we've all done: over-explaining ourselves. Have you ever said no to something and then felt like you had to give a big, long reason why? Maybe you explained why you skipped a friend's party, why you needed a quiet evening, or why you didn't reply to a message right away. I used to do that all the time, and let me tell you, it wore me out. My brain would race, my words would pile up, and I'd feel drained. But then, I made a simple change that felt like a weight lifting off my shoulders. I stopped over-explaining, and it changed everything. In today's episode, I'm going to share my story, why I used to explain every little thing, what made me stop, and how it gave me a sense of freedom I didn't know I needed. I'll also give you 3 easy steps to feel stronger in your own choices, all while learning English with simple words, short sentences, and real, honest moments that hit close to home. Plus, don't miss the free PDF guide for this episode. It's packed with fun quizzes on vocabulary, grammar, and comprehension to help you boost your English step by step. You'll find the link in the description. Ready? Let's get going. A few years back, I was the king of over-explaining. If I said no to hanging out, I'd give a long list of reasons. Oh, I'm tired and I've got errands to run and I need to catch up on sleep. If I changed my plans, I'd tell the whole story, like I was trying to prove I wasn't doing something wrong. If I wanted a day to myself, I'd feel guilty and try to make it sound okay with a big explanation. It wasn't because I loved talking so much, it was because I was nervous. Nervous about letting someone down, nervous about being seen as rude, nervous about people thinking I didn't care. I wanted everyone to get me, to think I was a good guy. This habit didn't pop up overnight. It grew slowly, like a habit you don't even notice at first. It started when I was a kid in school. Classmates would ask, "Jackson, why don't you play soccer with us?" Or, "Why are you so quiet today?" I'd ramble, "Well, I'm not good at sports and I have homework and I'm kind of shy." Later at my first job, coworkers would ask, "Why can't you join us for drinks?" Or, "Why didn't you take that extra shift?" And I'd launch it into another long story, trying to sound reasonable. Even with my family, I'd explain every little choice. Why I skipped a barbecue, why I needed a break, why I didn't call back right away. I thought explaining showed I cared. I thought it was polite. But really, it was eating away at me. All that explaining made me tired, not just physically, but deep inside. There's a kind of exhaustion that comes from always justifying yourself, like you're running a race that never ends. I started to feel like I wasn't making choices for myself anymore. I was making choices to avoid questions, to keep everyone else happy, to seem okay in their eyes. My real voice, the one that said what I truly wanted, was getting buried under all those words. I was giving away pieces of myself, trying to make sure no one was upset. Then came the moment that flipped the switch. It was a cold Saturday night, and a buddy called me about a big party at his place. I'd had a rough week, long hours at work, barely any sleep, and I just wanted to stay home, watch a movie, and chill with some pizza. So I said, "Thanks, man." but I'm gonna pass tonight. He paused and said, "What? Why not? It's gonna be awesome." And like always, I started explaining, "Well, I'm wiped out and I've got some stuff to do and I didn't sleep great." But halfway through, I stopped. I thought, why am I doing this? Why can't I just say no? The truth was so simple. I didn't feel like going, and that should have been enough. That moment hit me hard. I sat on my couch, pizza box open, and asked myself, why do I feel like I have to explain every single choice? I realized I was explaining because I was scared. Scared of disappointing my friend, scared of seeming boring, scared of not fitting in. But that fear was holding me back. It was stealing my energy, my peace, my confidence. So I made a promise to myself. I was going to stop over-explaining. I was going to trust my choices and let them stand on their own. It wasn't smooth sailing at first. Changing a habit like that feels like learning to ride a bike, wobbly and scary. The first time I tried it, a coworker asked why I couldn't stay late for a project. Instead of my usual long excuse, I said, "I've got plans tonight, but thanks for asking." My stomach flipped. I worried she'd think I was slacking off or being rude. But she just nodded and said, "Cool, see you tomorrow." And that was it. No drama. For me, though, it was a big win. It felt like I'd taken back a little piece of myself. Not everyone took it so well, though. Some friends noticed I was different. One said, "Jackson, you okay? You're not talking as much." Another asked, "Why are you so quiet these days?" My cousin even teased, "What's up, man? You too cool to explain yourself now?" Those moments stung. I wasn't trying to be cool or distant. I was just trying to be honest. But people were used to my long stories, my constant sorries, my efforts to make everyone feel okay. When I started saying less, some thought I was pulling away or being selfish. I doubted myself sometimes. I wondered, am I messing this up? Should I go back to explaining everything? But deep down, I knew I couldn't. I wanted to live for me, not for everyone else's approval. So I kept at it. And slowly things started to change. Friends began to respect my short, honest answers. One buddy said, "I like how straight up you are now, Jackson." My sister told me, "You seem more relaxed, like you're not stressing over every little thing." Those words felt like a high five to my soul. People weren't reacting to my endless explanations anymore. They were seeing the real me. And the best part? I felt lighter, freer, like I wasn't carrying the weight of everyone's expectations anymore. I was choosing my peace and it felt amazing. Here's how I made the change stick. 3 simple steps that worked for me and can work for you too. First, I practiced saying less. Instead of long excuses, I used short, kind sentences. If someone asked, "Why aren't you coming out?" I'd say, "I need a quiet night tonight. Thanks for understanding." If they pushed for more, I'd smile and say, "Just not feeling it today, but I appreciate the invite." It was polite but clear. At first, it felt weird, like I was breaking some unspoken rule. My brain would scream, "Say more, they won't get it." But with practice, it got easier. My words started to feel stronger, like they carried real weight. Second, I stopped saying sorry all the time. I used to apologize for everything, being 5 minutes late, needing a day to myself, even changing my mind about something small. Every sorry made me feel like I was doing something wrong, like I was letting people down just by existing. So I tried something new. I started saying thank you instead. Instead of sorry I'm late, I'd say thank you for waiting for me. Instead of sorry I need some time alone, I'd say thank you for understanding. It was a small shift, but it felt huge. Thank you comes from a place of strength and gratitude, not guilt. It says, I see you and I'm also okay with me. At first, sorry would slip out. It was such a habit. But I'd catch myself, take a breath, and try again. Now it feels natural and it's made me kinder to myself and others. Third, I wrote little reminders to keep me grounded. I grabbed some sticky notes and wrote down phrases like, my choices are enough. I don't need to explain to be kind. My peace is worth it. I stuck them on my bathroom mirror, my fridge, even my phone's lock screen. Every time I saw them, I felt a little stronger. On days when I wanted to slip back into explaining, I'd read one and think, you've got this, Jackson. Those notes were like my personal coaches, cheering me on when I needed it most. Now I feel like a different guy, and not louder or tougher, just more me. I still say no sometimes, I still need quiet days, I still change my mind. But I don't explain it away anymore, I don't feel guilty. I trust my choices, and I know I can be kind without giving a long story. Silence isn't rude, it's powerful. It's me saying, this is who I am, and I'm good with it. And when I do speak, my words feel honest, like they come from my heart, not from fear. If you want to try this, start small. Next time someone asks, why didn't you come? Or, why'd you do that? Take a deep breath and give a short, kind answer. Try, I needed some rest today. Thanks for understanding. Or, I went with a different choice this time. Experiment with saying thank you instead of sorry for one day. See how it feels. Write down one reminder like, I am enough, and put it somewhere you'll see it. These small steps add up. They'll help you feel stronger, calmer, and more like yourself. Thanks for hanging out with me today, friends. I hope my story gave you something to think about and some new English words to practice. To keep growing, grab the free PDF guide in the description. It's got fun quizzes, vocabulary lists, and grammar tips to make learning easy and exciting. And don't stop here. Check out the next episode or explore our other videos for more stories and English lessons. You're doing awesome, and I can't wait to see you again. Keep being you.